probably go back to that screen. 15. 15 is enough. I'm going to move your character. I apologize. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but while you were in this room and you saw the frozen statue that I think somebody identified last week as an elven god. I don't know if you got any more than that, so I'll tell you. So the elven god is Sylvanas, which is basically like an elven sort of like hunter-gatherer god. Who's frozen beneath maybe like a foot of ice. There is magic emanating from this statue. And with a 15, you can tell that it's some kind of restorative magic, but it's divine in nature, and you can't tell much more than that. But I wanted to make sure that I gave you a chance to roll this as opposed to saying somebody else did it and then this is what you got kind of thing. So I will put you back to where you were.
Well, does it seem like something I can access?
It seems like an aura effect. Like the pool, like the water that's underneath the frozen ice that you're standing on when I'll put you back here. So, like the water that you're standing on top of, the statue is kind of like right there near that sort of like aperture that's right there. And it seems like the water itself is like liquid underneath maybe like, 6 inches to a foot of ice, which is why you can stand on it and not sink and die or suffocate or, suffer cold damage. But it seems to be radiating this sort of like restorative magic. But because it's divine in nature, which is opposed to the sort of like arcane way that your brain works, or that what you've been trained for, you can't really pinpoint what it is beyond that. That's what you get out of it.
Gee, if we only had a cleric.
Yes, but I'm also trained in religion.
All right, I'll tell you what. Give me a knowledge religion check.
Sorry, I'm fighting for this one.
That's fine. I mean, listen, that's what characters should do. 18. You know what? I'm going to give it to you. This is, you know what? I'm going to read right from the text rather than make it up. I got to go back to the text, actually. Nope, can't find it. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, so what you see in this pool is a statue of Sylvanas, kind of a bare, naked elf, who's got his hands raised up, almost like they're raising up to the sky. Why it's at the bottom of this pool, you don't know. Where his nether bit should be, he's got a very sort of David's fig leaf there, very very well placed fig leaf. And what's funny is I'm reading directly from the text. I'm not actually making this up. And you realize that this is in fact a holy symbol of Sylvanas, and that this is anybody who you know what I'm just going to tell you. Anyone who drinks from this pool can be granted the benefit one time of a greater restoration spell.
That would have been nice when I had my little friend.
Oh, it would have been awesome. And this was another way that the adventure is set up to maybe deal with that, but you hadn't come here yet.
Now, the icon, it's way too big to move, right?
Yeah, the statue, from a logistical point of view, you're standing on top of a foot of ice, and then probably another 5 feet down, this statue is rooted to the ground. The statue stands maybe 4.5, 5 foot tall, so its hands as they're reached up are maybe touching the very bottom of the ice that you're standing on. And you feel that the very nature of this is that much the same as the elven tomb you were in, the statue is part of the magic as long as it's here kind of thing. If you were just let's carry around this statue, you wouldn't be looking at it kind of thing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a wholly simple we could take and hawk.
What about drilling a hole and taking some of the water?
So I would love to give you guys that maybe, but what you realize, with an 18, I'm going to say what you realize is as part of like the ceremony of getting the benefits of this, a recipient has to come and drink from this spot. Like when it leaves here, it loses its sort of like attunement to the magic kind of thing. And then because you guys had kind of taken the time to explore this place, was there anywhere that no one had gone that they want to go? And I say this with like full disclosure that while you're in this cave system, there's nothing else that's going to attack you. But I want you to have full access to stuff and things in case it's anything of interest to you.
I honestly don't have anything.
Anybody else? Like for example, and I can't remember, so this is why I'm asking. Did anybody come exploring this way? Did anybody come exploring this way? Did you guys do like the full run, or because I can't remember because I know we talked about a lot of stuff.
I know I was in the tomb helping pry open the tomb where they found the pearl and stuff.
You guys did. Yep, you guys did some grave robbing.
You found the room that I'm in now. That's as far as I got.
You found a pearl of power, and you found the +1 rod of the war mage, which Kevin says that. Oh shit! Wrote it down. Hold on. Sorry. That I think it's Loki has the pearl of power. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Kevin has the pearl of power. Ziada has the pearl of power, and that Loki has the wand. Is that correct?
I didn't know I had anything yet. I know that I found the coin, the healer's kit, the hunting trap, the sling stones. I know I found that, but I don't know if we talked about trading some of these things.
I know when this is a good point to bring it up to talk about.
When that stuff was discovered, it was something where I want to say Codswall, but that's not correct. Hrothgar, I think, was in there with me, helped me push the thing open, and then I went and helped with the Elven Lake thing, because I had the axe that we found, and I chopped through that while Hrothgar and Loki were discovering the other side of the cave and stuff. And I think I had given him the wand because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to use this. See if our little wizard friend would see if he wants it. Because I think he was the one that originally I thought of like as a wizard who might need this and it might be beneficial to.
Cool.
Yeah, and so like I'm not opposed to anybody having it. I just want to make sure I know who has it. That's all.
Yeah, unless Hrothgar decided to keep it, and then, just start playing us all for fools in between,
Not that you know of.
Right, exactly. as long as Loki got the thing, I'm just like, all right, sure.
All right, cool. All right, and so with that, is there anybody else? I'm sorry, not anybody else. Is there anywhere else in the caves that you guys want to explore? Because there is some stuff to the right that I don't remember anybody actually going towards that I'd happily tell you guys about. And like I said, full disclosure, there's nothing else in these caves that is going to attack you. You have cleared them. Maybe you might get nipped or bit by a sheep or goat, but that's because that's what they do. So.
Sure, I'll wonder.
Okay. As you get there, you see that the cave kind of splits in two directions, up to the north and to the south. If you want to choose a direction, I'll tell you what you see.
south.
All right, so move yourself south a little bit. I'm sorry. Hrothgar,
That's
you ran
me.
over here, and I totally thought you were. So sorry. No, Valkyrie, this is the where you're standing is like the sort of like ice stream that you guys came in through. Like that's where you guys came into the cave. So you know about that all. Where Hrothgar went, that's where I thought you went. So I guess I'm gonna just like put you back here. You're kind of like ruminating about, like the mystical powers of gods and elves and whatnot. And I guess we're gonna go over to Hrothgar. So Hrothgar, you come over here and you see the tunnel split in two directions. Which way do you go?
No, right now, from what I can see, south looks more interesting.
All right, so south. All right, I'm going to move you back a little bit, not because you've gone too far. Back right here. Right there. And what you see in front of you is something that you only
Is that
heard about.
the mammoth bones?
Yeah, I was going to say something you only heard about in legends. It is a giant elephant bone system that you see in the ground. That give me an intelligence check. Or not? I mean,
It's coming.
a 10's enough.
It's not.
Yeah, no, 10's enough to know that that for the right person, the tusks would probably fetch a pretty good price, like maybe 20 or 30 gold if somebody wanted them. Just because mammoths are they're frequent, but in the 10 towns, mammoths don't show up knocking on your doors. So I'm not saying like ivory trade kind of money, but you could make some decent off of them. The thing to remember is
that we could fit them anyway.
well, yeah, they're heavy items. You'd have to kind of. But that's what you see there. And so, as you're considering that, I'm going to cut back to everybody else and say, does anybody else, does Ziada or Loki want to go check anything else out? And we can consider movement kind of arbitrary.
Nope. I think I'm just gonna work on getting these burden in a line for the wagon and everything.
Okay, actually, if you're gonna do that, give me an investigation check. More than enough. You recognize that, if you were to go and scrounge around this free area that you're in, I don't know if you guys can see these markers or not, but if in the area that you're in, you come to see that there's enough sort of netting and mesh and cord that you could create kind of like a harness system that you could lash all of these things to that cart and start loading all of the items.
Cool.
All right, and then I'm gonna, if that's what you're working on, I'm gonna cut back to Ziada, who was in that sort of catacomb column corridor, moved up in some feet, that sort of open area that the verbeeg was in originally. So, Ziada, is there anywhere that you want to explore or check out?
Yeah, is there anything that's, in this room that the verbeeg was working on, or is that something where it's just I forget what he was doing when we came in.
Okay.
Chris, were you throwing something out there, or what happened?
He was cooking.
Yeah, well, he was cooking something. He was cooking something here, on the fire. But while he was sitting there, he was actually skinning some hide and some pieces to try and just to sort of to make some leather, or to craft some leather that later have to be tanned. But as you kind of go through there, you don't see anything of particular value.
Okay, then I think I'll maybe see if there's anything in the place that I had started in, that hallway. And if there's nothing there, then I think just work towards going, maybe helping Loki or something, and working on getting out of here. That would be the one you were saying. Yeah.
I just
This one.
Which was the first hallway that you were in?
This one. This catacomb one.
Yes. So like in this corridor, what you basically sorry, I skipped the wrong button. What you see in this corridor is a series of like burial niches or burial niches. How do you say that? On either side of the path. Like if you've ever gone into like old like Neolithic graves or seen pictures of them, they carve these sort of like these holes into the actual stone that they put like the sort of like honored dead into, and sometimes they put like stuff and things with them. But as you look into them, these chambers are so old, and the items that are placed with them are I'm not even making a check, are like so antiquated that like these like they look like at one point they were like jeweled bone daggers, but the jewels have chipped and fallen apart. The bone is broken. It looks like it would be almost worthless, if not already worthless, kind of thing.
Okay.
So that leaves, like, literally the only thing you guys have not seen is where Hrothgar was right here, kind of went south. You could also go north, and that's the only thing that's left here. And if nobody cares about that, nobody cares about that. But if somebody does, I'll give somebody a chance. In fact, Novakri, unless you're standing there licking me, what are you doing?
Well, apparently I'm considering Elven, god dog, but I'll break off and come explore the other floors.
All right, so I'm gonna grab you just so it's easier and move you over here. Whoa! I'm sorry, not an inappropriate. Like I was like kind of like a. Can I lead you towards where you need to go? And so you get right there, and to the north of you, you see this open room with a large depression in the floor. What do you do?
Let's go look into the depression.
All right, so you go over to the depression. As you get to the depression, I need you to give me a Constitution check.
Oh, yeah.
Way more than you needed. It was not a high DC. But in this 20-foot like hole at the bottom of this chamber, you see bones, you see refuse, you see poop, and you see lots of gross things. And effectively, you just found the verbeeg's trash can.
Nice.
Favorite room. There was one possible chance in this encounter, and you guys did not make it happen, that somebody encountered the ogre or the verbeeg in this room, and they knock you into the poop pit, and you have to try to climb out. And I was so excited that would happen, and it didn't happen. I was like, god damn it. So, I mean, good on you guys, but as the DM, a little depressed, I couldn't throw somebody in a poop pit. So.
That's okay, Tom. We understand.
You're having too much fun saying poop pit.
Listen, maybe that's the name of your group. We're known as the poop pit. But anyways, so you guys have cleared out this area. You have seen everything that there is to see. You've done everything there is to do. Nobody currently, as far as I know, is in need of restoration spell and all. So you know that this is here, kind of the same way that mirror in the Elven tomb. I mean, maybe could be like an asset at some point, but at the point, like there was nobody for you to scry on, or nobody that thought of scry. So, what are you guys doing?
How heavy are the tusks?
Give me give me a intelligence check.
Yeah, no.
You're not entirely sure. But do you go and tell other people? Or do you just stand there staring at them on?
I thought somebody already saw them last time. I remember discussing the bones.
Oh, I apologize. If they did, then they did. So if anybody else wants to give me a intelligence check as far as this goes, feel free.
I mean, I can't just try and lift it.
Well, here's the thing. You could probably, with your strength, I'm not saying you can't, drag these behind you. But if you were to try to do that and sit on top of your ice cube, it probably wouldn't work. But
no, I'm just saying if we can turn them over to the wagon, we can hitch them up either to the wagon or have one of the set up like a team of animals to do the wagon and the tusks.
Maybe you should go talk to Loki. He was planning on setting up the goat sheep train kind of thing.
Isn't there like more than 10?
There, I think it's 6 and 6. There were 6 sheep and 6 goats. However, the barrels each weigh 300 pounds, and the barrel of coins, I think, weighed approximately 150 pounds.
And do we know how much weight the wagon can hold?
I think that this is going to be an intelligence check and maybe a conversation with
who?
Loki, your small friend.
My small friend.
All right, yeah. I think both meat containers were like 200 because remember that they could fit on if needed they could fit on the floating disc.
Yeah, each meat thing was 200 pounds. You're right.
So even if they can't work with on this wagon, which I think they should, we could use the disc instead. So.
Do we know how much the wagon can hold?
Well, so I think he just threw an idea out there with the disc, and as the DM to sort of like not make this an episode of map or a map episode, I will say that like with the concept of the discs, you guys can probably figure out a way to put, you know, like maybe one of the tusks on the cart, one of the tusks on the disc, maybe two of the tusks and several items on the cart, including a cask and maybe like a cask on the disc.
Well, one of the things that I was going to suggest was if we lash the tusks together and make a makeshift raft out of it almost, it'll act like skis.
Well, the idea about, well, that's not a bad idea, but as the DM, I'll say that right now, with what you have available to you, with the concept of the Tensor's floating disc, you can get all of this stuff out. Like, pile it up on the carts, like Loki did the right check and found like a way to lash these things to like the sheep and the goats, and then like whatever doesn't fit, you guys can cram onto one of Tensor's discs, and it can kind of like get pulled behind by one of the chocobos or two of the chocobos with some ribs and whatever. And so, with that being said, is there anything else that you want to check out or achieve while here in this cave system?
Anyone want a hunting trap? Because I can't carry it.
Well, and just to say, like, sell it later on. You could do
we can pack it up and divvy it up later.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I reach max capacity with my person. So if anyone wants to hold it in the meantime, to put it on their list.
Sure.
Yeah, I can remember. I'll carry it.
No, wrong one.
That way I
As-
can move it and I can move freely.
As the DM, I sit back and I'm like, I can't wait to see how, like, 30 episodes from now you're like, I throw the hunting trap down and I'm like, shit, I never thought of that! Like, I'm just saying.
I mean, it can come in handy. It is 25 pounds, and that is a lot for me.
It's a lot for anybody. I mean, but okay. So yeah. So you guys, you pack up your stuff, you get what you're gonna get, and then what? You're gonna set back to Goodmead, and also as another question, and I will, as the DM, I will say this as a precursor to this. Are you going to bring back any sort of spoils of the victory? Like, obviously, you're going to bring back these casks, but, like, are you bringing anything back to kind of, like, prove you've done what you've done?
Bring back.
Oh, we did skin the bear.
Maybe the verbeeg gear.
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, like, what I'm saying is there's some capacity left with Tensor's disc, with people's carrying capacities, with these carts that maybe you could grab some stuff and things. Besides, like, besides the bear skin. But, like, is there anything that you're taking as kind of like a token to show the town that, like, it's not just you raided something and left without them knowing?
All right, the dwarf that they were cutting up and cooking, is any of the possessions that he had intact?
I believe there was an axe, but as far as the dwarf himself, you probably don't want to bring that back. It's,
no, I'm not talking about the pieces of the dwarf, but like armor or like an axe or something like that.
His axe, you could bring his axe back, but that's about it.
I already used that for chopping ice, so I mean, I'm kind of attached a little bit.
Yeah, you can keep it. I don't care.
If we needed to give it up, that's fine. But
Well, I was thinking more of like a way, like Seattle, you could just show it. Like, you could just show it off and be like, I've brought back the axe of the dead dwarf kind of thing, as opposed to like, I'm going to give it. But not
Yeah.
that.
yeah, I think we would want to bring back something, whether it's a head or an ear or something of the verbeeg and the ogre. Like we said, we're already skinning the polar bear, so that's
Well, so two things to say about that. One is it's a cave bear. I mean, as the DM, it used polar stats, but a cave bear. So, but nobody in town told you about that. And two, the ogre. Nobody in town told you about the ogre. They just said a giant showed up, like grabbed some meat. The town speaker went out to say, like, give us back that shit. Got stabbed to death, and then that was it. So, like, this is all shit nobody in town knew about.
They're about to know.
exactly right.
Yeah, so why don't we just take the heads and the pelt of the bear and the teeth and the claws?
Skyrim says we should take the giant's big toe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Heads and toes.
It's like a pound, right?
It's like that kid's song, head, shoulders, and toes, knees and toes.
And that being said, it's very disappointing that the brand Head and Shoulders doesn't have a body wash called Knees and Toes.
We all have to
Yeah,
be
they've had decades to figure that out, and
Hey, if you want to see hilarious, try teaching a 2-year-old head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
No, I've done it. I know. It's either very frustrating or amazing. Actually, my favorite bit about that is saying, do you know where your head is? Do you know where your shoulders are? You know your toes, your knees, and everything? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, let's do this song. And she's looking at you like, why? That's dumb. I don't want to do that at all. That's stupid, Dad. Stop it. But, anyways, all right. So, you take some tasty bits and load them up. You do what you're going to do. And you guys head out. And you're going to start heading back to the town of Goodmead, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you leave this cave lair of the verbeeg. And you know what? I still haven't looked it up. I don't know what tradition the verbeeg comes from. It sounds like Germanic, but in all of my readings of like mythologies, I've never heard of a verbeeg before. So I don't know. But that being said, you start to head back, and after maybe a short while, maybe like 20 minutes, 20, like 10, 15, 20 minutes or so, you find yourselves following the path that you had followed originally to get here. And everybody, with their passive perception, because I looked it up, starts to hear what sounds like a song or someone singing, and not like in a creepy, like you're going to take psychic this way, which happens here or in other places, but more like somebody being very jovial, like almost like jubilant kind of thing. You can't quite make it out, so I'd like everybody to give me an intelligence check and tell me if anybody gets above a 12. I mean, I'm looking at it, but let me know.
Just missed it.
Nope.
Looking for one more. Come on, Ziana. Wow. Okay. So Loki, you're the only one who hears this. But as you're traveling down this sort of like snowy inroad, that's sort of like between trees and pathways and deer runs and whatnot. You hear this voice that's sort of like, and as it starts to get closer, you unfortunately start to pick up on what the words are, and the words are, "What? Doug's got the meat that I crave, and tonight we's gonna get laid. So turn the fire down low and kick the bears out to the snow. 'Cause tonight we gonna drink and go till I've had my fill and get to F.O. Right? Ha! And I think I need to move everybody to a map. And a couple of things are going to happen. I need everybody to roll me some initiative.
Oh.
So I'm still working on my characters right now, but good.
I'm gonna roll again just to get my.
Before we get really underway, did we take a short rest in that time period?
Nobody said that you did, so no, you did not. All right, has everybody updated their stuff and things into the turn order? Okay. This go sending. All right, and so Loki, you are up first, and I'm just gonna do this. You know what? I think it's gonna make it that much easier. Hold on. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I said reveal area. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Is it not? Background maybe? Is that what's happening? Why is it not letting me reveal area? Kevin, am I missing something? Like, why is it not letting me?
Yeah, like there was an area that was visible, but now it's gone.
Yeah.
So, do you have the dynamic lighting on this one?
How do I check that out? I gotta go back to the actual screen?
Yeah, and it's something where if you're trying to reveal the thing, then you should have it off.
Okay, alright, hold on.
And then you
like, I was gonna treat this as in, like, everybody had full vision kind of thing, so...
Yeah, so you can actually, if it is on that, you can click, like, daytime mode or something like that, and then it still has, like, the dynamic lighting, but, like, it just kind of doesn't come into play, because you just can see everything. Hopefully that should fix it. And hopefully that's clear.
Okay, save settings. Alright, let's see if this works.
So I see everything.
You see everything?
I see the whole map, yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm just, like, for me, on my map, my shit's still all gray, so hold on.
Yeah, that might happen just because you're the DM and have something like that. It might be because on the layer that you have currently, the object layer doesn't have anything on it that gives you any quote unquote light or any sources to see anything.
Alright, hold on. Layer. I'm gonna put this on the token layer. And layer. Token layer. You guys should see a big and a bad, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, so...
Red flash repeat.
Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of some marks because he's not fucked up. Okay, there we go. Okay. Well, I mean, it made it a little clearer on my end. Well, but, so anyways, we're going to go from the top of this. You heard that weird sexual innuendo song, and it is Loki's turn. Loki, what are you doing? And also, I'm sorry for putting you guys in sort of like a weird area, but... You know, like if you want to move another, like, I'll give you like another 5 or 10 feet if there's someone specifically you want to go, if you have the sort of, like, you know, the drop on this.
Did you clear the whole thing?
I feel like I did.
Because Loki is at an initiative of like 7. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go down, because right now on my screen, Loki's at 24, so...
Yeah, I think that was from last fight. Just go and...
Yeah, I'm getting rid of him right now.
I'm not even on there anymore.
Well?
Yeah, I'm rather proud of my initiative.
No, on my, so I apologize. On my screen, I have Loki at 24.
Yeah, so just clear the whole turn order. Everyone remembers theirs.
Hold on, let me go back, just look this up. 18 and 12, okay. What do I click to do? Just get rid, okay, hold on, get rid of it.
There should just be, yeah. Well, if you just closed it out, that's still going to save the stuff in it.
Oh, shit.
So open that thing back up. Yeah, see? Still there. So you have to actually... I don't know if it's in the like settings thing and just clear all or something like that. But there's definitely a clear all option, and then we'll just have to all go back in and put ourselves in again.
Well, what if for, like, just for shits and giggles on this, I just call it out. I just say, like, instead of having to figure that out, I just go, okay, Loki, you're up. And we just do that. Is that
Because
okay?
I hate that. No.
Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. I don't want to give you a shitty experience, so...
That's fine. No, just, like, if you... The turn order, like, table has something where you can, like, clear the stuff. Go to... There's, like, 2 buttons at the bottom. There's, like, the settings...
There's a right arrow and then, like, a gear. Oh, remove all turns. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go.
Ha, good thing that wasn't real.
I think those are right, and if they're wrong, I'm going to stick with it. So, all right, everybody else, put your turns back in. Do I have to add them, or can you just do it yourself?
If people are rolling with it, they can do that themselves.
Good call, Kevin. Thanks for knowing how this works.
24 again.
Right?
Okay. All right. So Loki.
Not sure how.
7. No, I actually got 7. I would love to keep it.
Advantage
but-
on initiative.
Wait, Loki. If you remember what your roll was, keep that roll. Like, wasn't that
Yeah.
that's what you rolled, right?
No, I got a 7.
Oh, in that case,
Yeah.
fuck you and your fucking.
Well, that means-
And Hrothgar.
Well, my nat 20's gone, so you know. You can celebrate that, I guess.
All right. So in that case, Novakri, you are up first, and
How do I add it in?
Click your guy, and if you have the Beyond 20 thing, it would automatically add it. I think that's what everyone had been doing.
If I click on it and I roll, but I've already rolled.
Yeah, it was cleared out. So you just click on it and roll it, and then you can click on the number and change it back to what you had, which was 13. Yeah, then so you click on the 20, and then you can edit that. Then Tom will have to just reorder them again.
I'll just do the reorder. Hold on. So boom, descending. Okay. All right. So Novakri, you are up first. You definitely hear this song of verbeeg lust coming through the forest, and you hear the tromping of like heavy footfalls and clearly like bare footfalls coming as well. What do you do?
This is another verbeeg bear.
This is for sake of definition. This is a female verbeeg who is coming to get some, and yes, you are correct.
Okey-dokey.
And what's really fun about this is, as much as you want to be like, Tom's being really fucked up right now, making this happen, with the exception of the verbeeg love song, this is in the adventure.
Just to be honest, the verbeeg love song was the only thing I thought that was weird. So
Well,
it sounds like it is Tom.
Weird and you like it, or weird and you hate it. I mean, one way or another. Actually, you know what?
Yeah,
I mean,
one or the other probably.
It's a plus or minus. I'm going to tell you what it is. Yeah. So, anyways, Novakri, what are you doing?
I'm calculating.
I've got a calculator out. Texas I can't even say it. Texas
Instrument.
Thank you. That was a weird word for me. Yeah. And your answer is boobs? No. What?
Trying to figure out how I'm going to get to this thing, get the spell I went in, but I think if I do that, I'm screwing myself being in front before the music.
Well, I mean, according to the song, gag is what you do that to Doug, but whatever.
As a bard, you could add to her song.
Allow me to elucidate on your upcoming date. There are things you need to say that maybe will help you. Anyways.
No.
One of these days, Kevin will run a game and I will play a bard and no one will like it except for me.
Excellent.
Move there. I'm gonna mock it.
And what do you do? What do you do?
I'm gonna mock her viciously.
Which is a wisdom check, correct?
Yep.
Turn back a page. And it's right up to 20 roll. All right, 20. Roll. 17. Your mockery does not mock.
You.
Now, did you use your full movement to get up there, or did you forget?
I'm counting it as my full movement. So.
Well, I mean, I kind of trusted it. So if you want to move like 5 or 10 feet one way or another, I'll give that to you. No? Yes?
Who's going in? Who's going in between me and the Furby?
Hrothgar. Capital Hroth with a dog.
You guys hear me still?
I can still hear you. Yes. So, to answer your question, I'll say it again. So, Hrothgar is going to go between you and the
Why does Hrothgar have an initiative of 20?
because that's what's on my turn order. What did you roll, Hrothgar?
I rolled a 13 and I put it in. I corrected it to a 13.
But it was.
Did you hit enter?
I did.
It did change. It was also. Everything was changed at the same time. It then reordered and then changed it back.
All right,
So
problem.
no one is the answer,
So
actually.
no one is between you, the mockery, and the verbeeg.
Who is going to be between me and the Furby?
Beegie, you're so fly. What?
Basically, who am I giving party to?
One of these tank guys.
That's why I asked the question.
One of these Exxon Valdezes.
Who's next?
Next is the Verbeeg, and then it's Ziada after you.
All right. So here we go. The verbeeg,
If you're
all
done.
of a sudden, looks ahead, stops, and she starts to start her amazing whimsical rants again, and she's just like, Doug's got the meat that I crave, and tonight I'm gonna get. Oh! What are you doing with dogs and goats on sleep? No!
Taking them for a walk.
Runs up here, turns a little bit.
Oh, my bard died.
Boom. Turns towards you people, and then throws the basket she's been carrying towards. She's going to try to hit right here to hit both those two people. I'm going to need a reflex. Well, actually, no, it's a DC 5 and I have a +4, so yeah, it's going to help. So, I'm going to need a reflex save from what looks like Hrothgar and Ziada.
He's taking this off me first.
You've got dogs, goats!
What's a reflex save?
I'm sorry.
Dexterity,
Dexterity
but when
save,
you're
sorry.
old.
Okay, that's what I was checking.
In our
I'm
defense,
sorry.
he didn't need him anymore.
That's fair.
So let's roll. So
And that was
let's
poor.
roll a D10 and see what happens. All right. 14. So half of that, Ziada, you take 7, and Hrothgar takes a full 15 points of damage as this basket of like metal shards lands between the two of you and explodes in both directions and hits the two of you. And she goes, "That was my gift for Dawn! Why?" And that is,
Why did you waste it? Oh, you're fucking weird.
And then it goes. That was that. And now it goes to Ziada. Ziada, what do you? Is that Ziada? Yeah, Ziada. What? Do it.
Alright, let's see here. Distance. Fuck.
Always double move. Double move, eh?
Maybe I'll do this.
Use
Oh
those
wait, no,
wings.
I definitely...
Extra move bow.
No, I can't use that currently. I think I just have to move out and kind of prepare.
Okay. Remember, there's a bear coming too. Just saying.
Yep. So I'm gonna go, I think that was 30. So it's something where I'm gonna go here and I guess use my action to just prepare if anything comes within 5 feet of me to attack them.
Okay. All right. Readying the action. All right. Cool.
Yeah, there we go. That's the words I was looking for.
No problem. All right. So it goes to Hrothgar. Hrothgar, what are you doing?
Essentially the same thing. I'm going to move forward and ready my action.
So, where is your? Yeah. So I mean,
You might be able to get them, right? Don't you have a poke from there?
Oh yeah, actually 10-foot reach. Yeah, you could give a little pokey poke.
You had that couple feet in front of me, and I'm like, that was just the amount I needed to not make it.
Yeah, Hrothgar, I mean, like, again, this is why that whole farm shit is amazing. I mean, as a DM, I don't like it, but as far as like a player goes, amazing. So yeah, so you run up there, and you can stabby poke as much as you want.
Excuse me.
You're excused. I'll allow.
Let's see. So we did take a short rest. So I only have one. Alright, so I'm just gonna, in that case, 10-foot reach. Alright, so.
Twenty-two is definitely a hit. Roll some damage. 10 points. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. All right. So you take a huge, like just swiping stab out of this thing, and you come in and you just like hack into the side of her, and she's like, "Oh, I have to find Gog!" And she like readies her spear as if she's gonna stab back at you, but you took a good chunk out of her. Okay, are you doing anything else in your turn? You moved, you attacked, are you doing anything? Yes? No? Pooping? Okay. Pooping. Okay, cool. All right. It goes to verbeeg. Boken's gonna move. Draw this out. And can I make it? Oh, I could get there. I can't get to you. Actually, you know what? Verbeeg thinks that he's got a wet. No, he thinks that. All right. So verbeeg is going to run right at Hrothgar, run right up here, and he's going to swing at you twice because this thing's got 2 attacks, which is why when you took the goddamn bear out in the cave, you did some good stuff on your end. So here we go.
If he gets that close to me, I get an attack of opportunity.
You definitely get an attack of opportunity. So as it runs in, swing away at it. Tell me what you get.
All right, don't fuck this up.
Also, to answer Ziada's question, yes, pooping your pants is always a free action.
12.
A 12 is exactly the 8, and you do 5 points. What is that, like minimum damage for you?
Wait a minute. No, this didn't roll right.
Okay, alright. What's your damage?
The damage for the halberd is 1d10 plus 3.
I would definitely re-roll it.
Because that roll as a bludgeoning, that's the bonus strike.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
Wait.
you attack with your offhand. You only get a D4, I think.
Yeah, but did you not take your offhand strike? Didn't you get your offhand strike against the verbeeg?
No.
Well, wouldn't you have that? Because you moved, and then doesn't your regular strike give you the opportunity for the offhand?
Looking at it, I don't know if it would. I've got it listed as... Let me check something.
I think so. I mean, we'll have to look into this, but I think that with the pole arm, with the feats you've taken, I think that you when you make a regular attack, much the same as weapon fighter, you get the offhand attack, which is what you just roll. Unfortunately for the verbeeg, it doesn't hit, so you'll have to re-roll that. So just re-roll a strike against the bear.
Nope.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. So yeah, unfortunately, you missed it by 1. So you do not hit the bear. That sucks. You know what? I am, as much as I suck as a DM, I'm going to let you have that. Because you didn't actually make the attacks, you made the attack against the bear. I'll give it to you. And because it's halfway, I'm going to I'll let you do 6 points of damage. Allowable? I'm going to, you know what, I don't care what you say. I'm going to give you 6 points of damage against the bear. However, the bear is now going to strike against you twice. That's what the fucking bear's going to do. So D20 plus was my bear stats. There we go. All right. You're going to die!
That's possible.
22! Does that hit?
I hope not. But it does.
I was going to be like, what? All right. So the bear is allowed to do a claw and then a bite, and none are none are concordant upon the other. So and they both do different damages. So hold on. So this came in with the claw, does 10 points of damage to you as the claw breaks across. I'm assuming the breastplate you have is huge, just like almost stone-like claws. It's as they dig through the metal on your chest. And now it's going to come back and it's going to try and bite you. So,
Yeah, I can barely see it at this point.
Yeah, but it rolls a 14, and I'm going to assume the bite misses the 14.
The bite does miss it, thank God.
All right, and so that is the end of the bear's turn. That's the end of Verbeeg. And it goes to Loki. Loki, what are you doing?
Gonna run up here.
I just like how you started with gonna run, and it's just he just leaves.
I'm gonna run and say fuck you guys.
Peace.
And so Loki just I mean, I know you probably have fucking firm grasp of this, but if you want to do a sneak attack, there is clearly somebody next to the bear right now. If you want to do that.
Nope.
I love it.
Fireball to the giant.
Wait, I'm sorry. A fireball?
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah,
Okay.
my bad.
Definitely a hit. What does that do for damage? Is there a save? Like, what are we talking about?
Don't know yet. It's getting rolled. Eight.
Hold on, I'm just looking up one
Nice.
thing real fast.
Firebolt with sneak attack.
Yeah, no, they don't have any sensitivity to fire, but so it was a total of 9 points of damage.
Yep.
All right, so minus 9, and you see that this female verbeeg, female like kind of like quasi giant, like it's like oh, and sits into it. Doing anything else in your turn?
Don't think so. Yep. No.
Okay, and it's your turn, and it goes back to the top of the order, but the DM has to pee, so think about what you're going to do, Novakri, and I'll be right back.
Hrothgar, don't die. I mean, shit. It's too early in the fight.
Well, I don't know if I have much of a choice in that right now.
Do better. Are you?
Alright, I'll do better. I'll stop playing the meat shield for everybody.
It's funny because it's just like every time it's just like I haven't even been able to get up there, and it's just like I'm hurting. It's like fuck.
Damn it.
I don't have any range stuff.
I'm
I
more
can't
than
help.
just hurting. I'm down to 3.
Yeah, it's funny because I was looking at something on your character, and I had just opened it up, and it's like 13 of 28, and then I saw it was like the 10 damage. It's like, ooh, that's gonna be close.
Now, I can either give you a heal, or I can try to put the bear to last bit to pretty much take him out for a round or two.
All right, so the two things that I have to say are, one, I know that Kevin and TJ are always way classier than me, and they're like, oh, bio break, I'll be right back. And I'm like, I gotta pee. So I apologize to my friend. But the other thing that I just want to throw out there is, as I'm in the bathroom, like just being like, quick, finish peeing. So when I get back, I just hear like, bear. Bear? So what do you guys do? Because I don't know.
Bear.
Bear Gibbons.
Well,
Trying not to die.
And failing at it.
well, the question to the crew was, do you want me to try to take the bear, or put the bear out of action for a round, maybe 2 with a hideous laughter, or do you want to do a heal? The problem is, if I do the heal, and the bear still there, then the heal's kind of pointless if the nozzle is together.
Well, I think. That's a great question. And what I will say is that, like, as a free action, you can totally throw that out there and people can respond because quick, like, do you need to be healed? Yeah, really bad. Or like, do you need to be healed? Maybe. Like, so what do you say?
I don't know how smart bears are, but I would like to hear one laugh. So
Challenge accepted.
What you don't know is that Bear Bokins is actually incredibly smart, and as you yell it out, he's like, I will eat your souls.
Oh.
He does not say that, but it'd be funny.
I mean, that looks promising if he did.
Just
It's a very intelligent
get your best joke going.
But yeah, so Devakri, what do you do?
Give the bear a wisdom 13 save.
Hold on. Let me just turn a page back and look at what I've got here. Okay. The bears do actually get a +1 to wisdom, so it's going to be boom, boom, boom. D20 +1. I don't think that passes, does it?
You needed a 13.
The bear does laugh.
Out of curiosity, what's the bear's intelligence?
So the bear's intelligence, it has a -4 to its intelligence.
I don't think it would work on it.
But it would have. This is a wisdom save, and he has a +1 on wisdom.
He has a +1.
Yeah, but a creature with an intelligence of 4 or less isn't affected.
Hold on. Let me
Just in
No,
the spell.
you're right. You're absolutely right. But hold on. Google polar bear fight. The cave bears use the same stats. So, come on. Show me your screen. An intelligence of 2. So yeah, it would work. But it doesn't. Well, actually, you know what? Like, if it's not going to work, I would say that it's a spellcaster. So if that's the case, then if you'd like to rechange this turn, you can do that because that's fair. I think that's fair.
Okay.
You cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Yeah. Nope, it's not going to work. It's not even going to work.
Okay, it's going to do a healing word.
You're not going to just cast Fireball? I mean, come on.
Yeah, no fireball.
Well, and so I don't know where you're at for spells, but I know that you were fully rested before you went into the verbeeg's lair. And last week, nobody cast any spells besides laughter, right, Kevin? Correct.
What's that?
So last week in like the verbeeg fight, you didn't use anything besides Tasha's laughter, right?
Oh, I didn't use any spells. I used
the
not Tasha's laughter, vicious mockery.
I'm sorry, vicious mockery.
Once I understood what you were saying, I'm like, you're saying the right thing except for the spell.
Except for the wrong words, right?
Right, but it was all just cantrips.
Yeah, so Devakri, like, you have full access to everything you have because you didn't expend anything prior to that fight. So before you do that, I should have told you that at the start of this. So.
That's okay, Rothgar, you got 5 hit points back. Don't spend them wisely.
All right. It now goes to the verbeeg.
Wait, are you going to do an action?
Oh, I forgot that is. Sorry.
You can mock people.
Might as well mock somebody.
Never want to give up a chance to mock.
Yeah, I'll mock the bear.
Alright, so the bear needs to give you a wisdom save.
Father was a hand, your father smelled the belly.
It's a wisdom save, right?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Oh, he fails! What do you do for damage?
3 damage.
But most importantly, disadvantage.
That is the most important part of this right
Okay, alright, cool. The bear, I will say, is starting to look like he's getting towards wounded with that hit, but he's not there yet. Close, but not there. And it goes to the verbeeg. The verbeeg Shit. The verbeeg is very upset and very distraught, and I'm going to give her a 1 in 4 chance to attack one of you because she sees the goat and the sheep and realizes that you have done something like irreparably bad to Doug if you have this. And so let's roll d4 and see how this goes. And we're going to go Rothgar's 1, Yavis 2, Valkyrie's 3, and Loki is 4. Let's see a d4. Let's see what happens. 4. Come on, 4. No plus. No plus. Roll. Rolls a 3. And it's going to come rushing at Novakri. So she runs, quite literally. Like, she can't run through that square, but she's going to come around and go like this. And she is going to provoke from... she won't provoke from Seattle, but she will totally from...
that is
from
fucking correct.
I'm sorry.
You got that
something,
backwards.
Seattle?
You got that backwards. I have a readied action, and Hrothgar's reaction, I think, was already used.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. So it's not so much provoking attack opportunity so much as like just responding to the reaction. You're absolutely right. So
Entering my square on this one.
Yeah, the two of you get a full-on attack against her as she rushes in, just going like, "What did you do to my love dog?" Hrothgar, a 19 will hit. So 12 points of damage. Gross, but good. Okay, and Ziada, a 15 also will hit. So roll some damage.
Jesus Christ, it's always confusing. 8.
I was just going to say, are you rolling D8 damage? That's crazy.
Yeah, because it rolls for the advantage, and it rolls for advantage for the two-handed and one-handed because it's versatile. But
I just need to do this really fast. And so with your strike, you, like, I didn't do this before, but like with your strike, you have, both of you have brought her to a bloody condition. However, she does close in, and she's going to make a spear attack. She still has her spear against Ziada. Not Ziada.
You have a magic helmet?
Against Novakri. Against Novakri. 20. And we're going to go this way. Does a 23 hit you?
Barely.
This is gonna suck. I apologize. This is shit that people should have experienced in the cave, but everybody, I just rolled 1s and 2s, so it never did.
yeah, I don't know where you get
24
that.
points of damage.
I don't know where you get that sort of thought process because you fucked up Hrothgar at times with the spear.
That's true. Well, that's true. That is true. I kind of glossed over it. But anyways, so the spear comes in and does 24 points of damage against you. What does that do to you, Novakri?
1 and done.
Yeah,
You drop
the problems with being a bard.
And this verbeeg like picks her spear up and she's like, I will avenge you, dog. That's the end of her turn, and it is now Ziada's turn. What do you do?
Not quite a headshot.
So the verbeegs have this ability. If they roll a simple weapon, they do crazy additional damage, which is why, like, even a dagger or a spear is ridiculous in their hands. So, but anyways, it's Ziada's turn. So Ziada, what do you do? You just saw Novakri drop. Actually, Novakri, you drop. Give me a death saving throw. So you got 1 save. There you go. All right. Ziada, what are you doing?
All right, I'm going to need Ooh, charisma saving throws, DC 13 from these two, as my shrouded wings unfold.
From both of them?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. Gross. I don't like this at all. But at the same rate, all right. So, Gug has a -1 to charisma saves. So here we go. -1, Tom. -1. Okay. She rolls a 7. And the bear has a -2. So let's roll that. All right. Does a
Nice.
7 or a 10 pass?
No.
Okay. So what happens?
So they are both frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
All right. So that means if they're coming directly at you, they suffer penalties.
I know they can't come closer to me. That was mostly the only thing I always remember. Hold on. Conditions. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks. Oh, right. Ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Okay. The other question I have for you, because I think that this is fucking awesome, is do you want to describe what happens if you do this? Because I don't think anyone's seen this happen yet.
Yeah, so what you guys see is from my back, the shrouded wings. And Tom, if you wouldn't mind, just Shift Z on my character. Those shrouded wings appear, and there's an aura that appears around me that frightens these guys.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the first thing, like I know we've talked about this, but like the first thing I think of when I look at this is that dude from the Berserk series that goes completely evil. You know, like that's just the
Fucking
first
Raven?
thing I see this.
Raven? No, Griffin? Griffin.
It just makes me think of Griffin. I know it's not, and I know you know.
Yeah.
Just,
No,
that's the first thing I think of.
I can definitely see that. I mean, the sword's a little too much of a long sword rather than like more of like a rapier.
Yeah, no, I know. It just
But,
when I
yeah.
pulled this up this time, that is the first thing I fucking thought of. That's all. So anyways, so
Yeah, I see Sephiroth.
yeah. Oh, dude, good call. So all of a sudden, like these like ethereal of like the plane of shadow wing show up around Ziada, and you just everybody sees the bear and the verbeeg are just sort of like almost like sheltered against it. It was sort of like and the rest of you don't seem to feel like like any sort of negativity. And with that, unless you have something else, Ziada, it goes to Rafgar. Hrothgar?
I was just waiting to see if Ziada was done.
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, it's like do what you will.
Because that was an action, so it's like no bonus actions. So
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. F&A, man, cool stuff. No doubt. All right, so, Hrothgar, what are you doing?
Hoping I don't die.
As we all do. All right. So, Hrothgar, I mean, hoping to not die is great, but like, what are you doing on your turn?
I'm going to attack the bear.
All right, attack the bear.
Let's see. If I hit, I'm going to expend my last action.
23 is definitely a hit. So you do 11 points of this thing, which I will tell you brings it to a bloodied condition. What do you do?
Well, like I said, I'm expending the action point, so I get the extra D8 on it, so adding another 3 points of damage to it.
Okay.
And I am doing the pushing attack.
Okay.
So it has. I know it has strength, but I'm trying to give us a little bit of a breather here. So it has to make a strength saving throw against the DC 13.
Okay, so D20, go. I'm not going to lie to you guys. +5 to its strength.
I know.
But an 11 is not enough. So you push it. Where do you push it?
I get to move it 15 feet away from me.
All right, so where do you move it?
Where's my...
Now, I will say this. Because you're using an effect that moves it outside of your range, and it's not the creature's own volition, it does not provoke an attack of opportunity. We have dealt with this before.
An attack of opportunity from who?
From anyone.
Force
Because-
movement doesn't do it. Doesn't
Because the
provoke.
creature is not moving of its own volition, it does not provoke an attack of opportunity. That looks about good. I'll move it. I'll just be like, boop, go right there. All right. Oh, and by the way, I should probably also need to. Hold on, I go back. Map.
And that was my last superiority die.
So I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're gonna go boop, boop, and I'm gonna tell you right now that it is incredibly close to being critically like you can see that like maybe it's like a point or two after that hit. Like that was amazing. All right.
See, the nice thing about it too is I push him away, so if he comes back, I get another attack of opportunity.
Well, so I was just gonna say, so Hrothgar, what are you doing? Are you gonna move, or what are you doing?
I'm staying right there.
Okay, because it goes to the bear, goes to Bear Bokens, and Bear Bokens goes like, my master needs to get laid, and runs back at you.
He does not.
Oh, he definitely does. And
He definitely does not. No, he does not charge forward.
He's got the fear effect.
He is frightened and can't move closer to me.
Right. So it can't move forward. So it slinks back. It slinks back. I'm gonna move it back here. Like clearly you guys, everybody can see it, but like it slinks back behind it, kind of trying to keep an eye on everybody, trying to like hide away from the direct view of Seattle. Good call, everybody. Good call. I mean, also I hate you, but yes, good call. All right.
That's fair.
It goes to Loki. Loki, what are you doing?
Stab in this verbeeg.
Get your sneaks, because there are two people within 5 feet of it, so roll to hit.
Does that give advantage too?
No, you will have advantage because, and that is a rule that I like, because there's somebody on the opposite side of it, well, people around it, so yeah, so roll again. That is definitely a hit. Roll some damage with some snake. I mean, or not. I mean, whatever you want to do. So.
Apparently I did not, the sneak attack's still coming, because I didn't have the thing highlighted. Where is it? Do it. So 11.
All right,
11
so
total.
All right, so we go minus 11. Okay, so you do that, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to say verbeeg has been dropped to this, and oh, nope. Yeah, is definitely below bloody right now. Is there anything else you're doing?
Yeah.
thought it was.
Okay, that is Loki's turn, and it goes to top of the order, Novakri. You're right next to this.
Two saves.
Wait. 2 saves? Or...
Is down.
He had one. That's the second.
Oh shit, you're down. I'm sorry. Okay, so 2 saves. Sorry, I was like, I thought you were saying that the giant needs to make 2 saves, and I'm like, I don't even know what spell that is. That sounds amazing. What is that? Awesome. So okay, 2 saves. You are so close to coming back. All right.
It's in the errata.
It's totally in there. All right. So it goes to the verbeeg. The verbeeg has 1 of 3 targets around it. I'm gonna roll a d6 again. I'm gonna say that Hrothgar is 1 to 2, Ziada is 3 and 4, and shit. I'm sorry. Loki is 5 and 6. So here we go. Let's get rid of that shit. Roll 2. All right. So the verbeeg turns around, and I think this is gonna. This may provoke. No, it does provoke. The verbeeg's gonna step right here. It can't. No, it's fucking horrified, right? It's gotta run away.
No, it doesn't have to run away. It just can't get closer, but it's already right next to me, so it's not like it's.
The verbeeg.
It will have disadvantage.
Yeah, no. I just want to see if the verbeeg has reach, because I don't think the verbeeg has reach with his spear. He may, or she may, I should say, in this particular scenario. Hold on, I have it. I gotta go back to my chart. It does not. So it can't get closer to you. So what it's going to do is it's going to step here and then here, which provokes from Loki, but it's going to try to stab Hrothgar. So Loki, you get an attack against this guy that steps outside of your range.
That provokes from me as well, right?
And me.
Well, I'm saying that it never away from you. Like, I may have done that on the map, but like it's
okay.
Still right here.
Okay. Yep.
But it's still provokes an attack of opportunity for me as well.
Well, does it because it was still within your range? Like, I'm asking, does it because it was right here? So doesn't it only moved 5 feet closer to you?
But he was 20 feet away.
We all
Wait, so right here she was 20 feet away? Like, right here.
I just
Well, no, because like with her square is right there, so 5, 10, she's not 20 feet away from you.
No, she's 15.
So is it this? Is it this? Because then, like, if that's the box, the only thing that's confusing me is the axe.
Wait. So I'm asking. So for 5th edition, I thought it was the edge of the box, and if it's the edge of the box, I never moved away from him enough to provoke, or to provoke to come back in.
You move in, and he has reach, and he gets an attack of opportunity, and then so do I, and then I think Ziada does too.
Well, it's something where it's. Yeah, like all of this is within 5, and then we've got 10, all just 2 squares away. So this is 2 squares. So right now he's 15 feet away. So he is outside of the reach.
And when he enters, because of pole arm, he gets an attack of opportunity.
Right. And if you're saying that it's like just kind of for flavor, he's stepping up this way, but he's not really going like into that square, that's fine.
The only thing that I would have to say is that I thought that it was from edge to edge. But if it's like, I don't want to get into it right now. Like, I'm happy to do this, however. So like, edge to edge is fine. And so like, if Hrothgar provokes, then Hrothgar provokes. So I mean, wait, I take it back. If Gug provokes Hrothgar, then so be it. But we'll have to look at that at some point. But anyway,
yeah, I mean, if you snap to the edge, it's there. But like, he wouldn't be able to attack right now because that's not within his reach. Right?
Right.
No,
Like
you're right,
if it was his turn, he would have to step
So
forward.
as soon as she steps in. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So if she moves here though, because she wants to make the attack, and only has the 5-foot reach, it does provoke not from Ziada, but from
Right.
Loki and from Hrothgar. So,
Right,
alright,
because walking into there, yeah.
yeah. All right. So Loki, let's do you first, Loki. Loki, you roll to attack. Actually, Kevin, before he does that, is it with advantage or is it only you that has advantage?
For that, it would be like I would assume. That's an interesting question actually, because it would be between the two of us was like what got the advantage. But if he's leaving that, does it like? I would imagine being in such a tough spot, it would be with advantage. Just because he's already surrounded, sort of thing.
So let's do it that way. Loki, roll again.
But do better.
All right. So unfortunately, neither of those hit as the giant slips away from like son of a bitch. But Hrothgar, as it moves closer to you, trying to stab you with a spear, you have the chance of an opportunity attack, or attack of opportunity, however you want to say it. So, with advantage, tell me what you got. Is that a critical?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, don't roll again. And so that's 16 points of damage you do, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And you bring this thing down to. You bring this thing down to. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, that's right. Critical. Like it's you've really fucked it up, kind of thing. Okay. Is there anything else you can do? I think it was just the opportunity attack, correct?
Just the opportunity attack, not my turn.
All right. And then this thing's gonna fucking attack you. Here it comes. It's not a great to hit, but if it does hit, it does a lot of damage. It's a 17 hit.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's try it again since he has disadvantage.
Disadvantage! Shit! Oh, man. Alright.
There it is. No, you're 16, right?
16.
Son of a bitch! So, alright, so two things I want to say right now. Like, I'm pulling for you guys and I hate you guys all at the same time. So, like, there was a moment where, like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy again! But no, thanks to this goddamn magical wing shit, you guys fucking, like, you know, weather the storm of this thing's spear, and, like, it's like, yeah! And just put your arm up and get out of the way in just, like, the last second. And it goes to Ziada. Ziada, you're right next to this thing. What did you do?
I'm gonna do the only thing that makes sense. I'm going to use lay on hands, and I will
And heal the giant. Okay.
and I will heal Novakri for 1 point of damage. And she just puts her hand on her back and says, "Arise, the battle still goes on."
And what's crazy about this is all of a sudden everybody hears and some sort of like dark-skinned Arab fighter jumps out of Novakri's backpack. Not Novakri, I'm sorry. Loki's backpack, and Daryl is on the map. So now I can go back and find his character. So hold on, as we do. I know he's on this map somewhere. So. I gotta go back and find him. Anyways, so let's just keep playing because we're gonna finish off this round. So that was Diablo. Diablo does that, then it goes to Rothgar. Rothgar, what are you doing?
Strike.
Strike action.
Do I still get advantage?
I think so, right, Kevin? Yes.
It might be it might be close. You might have to move up one. Not that it would be an issue, but just to get the flanking technically through, unless we're arguing that it's that kind of is.
Yeah, I don't think
whereas
I think
that one you can argue that it's through 2 squares because this one only goes through the one, the second part. So technicalities in the situation might matter in other fights, but
I see. You mean take a shot normal?
I would say just move up one, and then you have advantage. Because then we're going through the 2 squares of this guy to create the flanking.
Oh my god. Is that a critical hit?
Yep.
Alright, so a total of 15 points of damage?
Huh?
15 points of damage?
Infinite, it's double crit.
Oh, okay.
Scary.
And if it's not dead, I'm gonna hit it with the butt end of the small arm.
Alright, so roll the hit with the butt end. The butt end.
Perfect roll, Daryl.
Rothgar, here's what I want to share with you. First is your crappy roll is exactly the AC. And then your damage is exactly what was left for health. And you, with the butt end of your spear, bring this giant down. And as you do this, Bearbo, the bear goes, runs through. However, as Daryl pops out of his Pokeball, there is a large woven basket that has hit the ground between 2 of you, and there are several shards of metal about it that I would like anyone interested to give me an investigation.
Yeah, but I don't know shit about it. Neither do you.
Okay. Anybody else want to give it a shot or no?
I'm still trying to come to my senses.
Well, you back up. No, you back up. So if you want to give it a shot, you can.
I did. I rolled a 12.
Yeah, no, I know you did. I was talking about democracy.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard you.
Well, I was going to give people who for a certain thing a check, but with a 20, what you recognize is that these bits of metal are unlike anything you've ever seen anywhere. And with that roll, you get the strong sense that these might be bits of metal that are not from the world that you're in. Like some sort of cosmic force might have dropped them onto plane of existence or dropped into this or whatever across the sky and dropped in. But the bits themselves feel like pretty valuable, and like if you were to pick up all the pieces and bring them back, they'd probably worth somewhere between like 75 and 80 gold if you could like to like a blacksmith or like a tinkerer or something.
Sounds like a party.
And that's what Gag is bringing to get laid by Doug. So yeah, you guys take care of this.
Glad we ruined that.
And you did. I mean, that was a. So, what do you guys do now?
Short.
Trying to remember. Excellent. You came in just in time to provide backup.
And just so you guys know, I mean, just for
Rope off the area.
I'm sorry. Like if you go and check, I know I just. But if you go and check Doug, she has like a large spear. She has like minimal like hides on his armor. Actually, she doesn't really have anything else besides the spear itself. And the spear, as we said with Doug, I mean it's large, but I mean selling it you're gonna get like copper at best.
No magic helmet, huh?
She did not have a magic helmet. No.
No, but we're bringing that head, that head back as well, correct?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if you want, once we get it there, prove, whatever, if you wanted to turn the skull into a helmet of some sort.
No, I was just thinking about Bugs Bunny spear and magic helmet.
Okay, there you go.
I'm going to gather up the...
He must be affected by the cosmic atmosphere.
All right. So
I think we've got some people who are hurt. I think we want to do maybe a short rest and then try and get back to town. Depending on
you know what?
what time it is.
Anyone who's thinking that, give me a will check.
Sounds like a good idea, right?
Well, what you have to anybody who rolled above 2 feels that like it makes the most sense to bring your treasures, your arms, all of these things back to town as opposed to trying to sleep somehow in the wilderness being attacked before you have the chance to kind of recover. So, like you remember it took a couple hours to get back, but on the way to the verbeeg's lair where you went, there was nothing else, and so you kind of get the feeling, anybody who rolled above 2, that it makes the most sense to get back to town and try to rest there as opposed to otherwise.
Yeah, guys, not a good place, not a good plan. Let's get back to town.
Yeah, that's definitely not a good idea.
Okay. Back to town.
So I would like every to roll me a d20 and tell me what they got.
Four.
That's a 4, kid. 14 for 18 is 28. 37, 38.
1.
With the 38. Let me check my stats for
I got a rock.
Sure thing,
you
Charlie.
guys find yourself moving slowly, but eventually you get back to town. And as you come back to town, what I should probably first and foremost show you what town looks like. Where is it? You guys find yourself. I didn't. I'm sorry. Or did I? I don't know. No, I didn't. Where's the thing? Yep. There. Do this. You guys find yourself coming up with line when you first came into so everybody see the map of Goodmead? Yep. All right. So you guys find yourself coming out of the sort of line over there. And you're bringing this you're bringing this procession, and as you start to make your way back toward Mead Hall, which is in the sort of center of Goodmead, which is here, which is where you met with Roger. I'm sorry, not Roger. Roger on the Buzz. Rest. People start to take notice of you. Like, I mean, not just like this. Like, people start to like cry out, and they're like, "Oh, they're back! I knew they could do it! The heroes are back, and it's saved Goodmead!" And this cry starts to like sort of get sent out Goodmead. Like more and more people start to come out of like sort of shacks and houses, and they're whatever, you know, they're poop tents and whatever. And as they start to come over and like they start to closer towards, as you guys start to like get closer towards the hall, you hear other people start to like cry out, and they're like, "The heroes are north! They are! They're here to save us from poop! Oh shit! Crap! Oral's a shitty fucking poop nest! You know what? These people are awesome!" Pulling this shit out all around you, and you're like, "Yeah, that's right. You're fucking awesome. That's pretty great." And right as you get towards the front of the Mead Hall, where you're gonna bring in your cards like, you know, viscera and animals and whatnot, you hear somebody call out, "They're really awesome! I heard they killed robot ghosts!"
Killed what?
As you say that, the doors of the Mead Hall open
robot
up,
ghost.
and you just see people saying, "Come in!"
It's true.
What do you do?
Go in.
Good call.
All right, so you guys go in, and much the same as when first went, the Mead Hall is just filled with people. And as you come into the Mead Hall, the thing to notice is there is a buzzing. And it's not like the buzzing of, you know, like computers or people talking or whatever. There is a buzzing because the Mead Hall, the mead is made from honey, and honey comes from bees. Bees buzz. And so there is this, like, wherever the bees are, the honeycombs are, there is this sort of like that overwhelms everything as you come in. And as you come in, and you're bringing like all of your entourage that sort of follow you. They're like, "Ah!" As you come in, they're like, "The heroes have returned!" And no one's really moving or coming out. And then, like, as you continue to walk, same sort of like central, like diet, like that central platform that goes to a diet. The far end of the Mead Hall, somebody would like, you know, like throw it like, "Oh, we're bringing new meat out," or whatever. Roger comes out and he stands there. He looks at all of you, and I'd like each of you to give me a perception check.
Nope. I see squat.
I don't know. What did you roll?
A 5.
5 is enough. I'm sorry. Daryl knows nothing. Daryl's just like, "People like me. This is awesome." Everybody else
Finally out of the Pokeball. I'm just enjoying it here.
Yeah. Everybody else besides Daryl knows that Roger's eyes, rather than having that sort of golden honeycomb that several of you, that's gone. And now his eyes are just this sort of yellowish golden sheen, like as if that was never there before. And he looks out and he says, "Adventurers, it seems you have done the town of Goodmead and the Hive a benefit. This will not be forgotten. Please enjoy yourselves tonight as a proclamation will undo be soon be made. I must talk to the rest of the Hive." And he walks away. What do you guys do?
Find a bed so I can find my room to rest.
Well, you look around inside this place, and this place is literally just, from what you can see right now, it's like a beer hall, right? There's a lot of like cafeteria lunch tables. Instead of stools, there's benches, a couple fireplaces here and there, and there's a couple like cast barrel tables. And at the back of this place, there is a series of doors and sort of like ornate carvings that no one besides Darrow has sort of. So what do you guys do? And in the interim, but in the interim, people are like, heroes, and as that's happening, you see, and there's like this, there's a fucking crowd, but there's people that are cheering and just sort of like lauding all of you right now. That one of them like kind of comes and says, like, heroes, what should we call you? What is your name? Don't suck.
No, it is not don't suck.
So you're saying we do suck?
They're called We Do Suck! We Do Suck! That's a terrible name. Is there anything else?
And these are my Z Warriors.
Oh.
Zach. The Zach squad. Oh, interesting. Like, and the people are just like, are we Zach? You know, like quack like ducks. The Zach. And as this is happening, like all of a sudden, like there's like two grand doors that clearly open to somewhere else behind the main area of this meetery, this grand hall. And as they open up, there's the sound of buzzing becomes like intensified, like bzzz. And everyone stops and turns. Like, you've got bad names, think about it. And they're like, everybody like turns back and looks. Roger's I don't want to say surrounded, but he's kind of like, he has like two or three. And he just goes, people of Goodmead, Kendrick Rieselborough has died of wounds delivered by the very creatures that these heroes delivered us from. We owe them our thanks. We owe them our patronage. We owe them. Shut up, the knowledge that we good leaders provide. What say you? Do we celebrate them? And like the crowd like is quiet for a minute, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, and so like everybody freaks out for minutes. Not minutes, but like seconds or whatever. And so Roger puts his hands up and he says, "Buzz!"
I can literally, in my head, I literally saw Roger breaking off of his proclamation to tell his bees to shut up and hear.
So I love this. But so Roger like puts his hands down and he turns his hands back and he says, "Tonight we celebrate with what we have received back, so that we can celebrate in what we may give. Reward the cast, and everyone drink freely. And tomorrow, should these heroes deign, they will watch us pick another speaker, so that we will remain strong." And everyone goes wild. Everyone's like, "Rah!" And beginning of a night of revelry, of drunkenness, and whatnot. So, what does everybody want to do?
At the very least, at some point, I need a short rest, preferably a long rest.
Ditto.
I will say that that Roger Buzz will come over to everybody at some point and say, if you are so inclined for some form of rest beyond revelry, there are a series of sort of like winding staircases along the eastern and western sides of this building that will bring you up to chambers that you can rest in. So anybody who wants to do that can do that. Anybody who wants to do anything else should probably let me know what it is you want to do.
I got one hit point left. A hangover would kill me.
Right. So I will deal with you as a hero. So here is just being like, honey mead, honey beer, honey, let's get a honey, sunny.
I can just see. Hangover sounds good.
If Zahir had any recognition of the verbeeg sex song, he'd probably be saying, I'm just thinking that. But, that being said, yep, that's fine, that's cool too. Alright. So, besides Zahir, what does everybody else? I'm sorry, besides Zahir and Nabakri, who's already retired to sleep, what does everybody else do?
Long rest.
Okay. I'm gonna put a quick caveat in you, Hrothgar. But okay, you're heading to a rest. Anybody else?
I'll drink some.
Say, well, it seems people are distracted and people are in the meadery, right?
Yeah, everybody's in like the main hall of the meeting.
I'd like to try and test my boundaries with this and investigate, see what I can find out about the meadery.
Okay, so let's do this one by one. So we know that Nabakri has retired to bed. The first person to speak was Hrothgar. Hrothgar starts to make his way towards like one of these stairwells that leads to like a sleeping chamber. And as he makes his way there, a very well-built female, clad in like sort of ornate armor, very much akin to what you have on, steps in front of you and says, I understand that you've done this town a justice. So, as such, I'd like to give you the opportunity for a dance. What do you say, armored stranger?
Yeah, I'm not entirely dead yet.
She says, I didn't think so. And the two of you kind of spin off to music that starts to sort of spin out from. Everybody starts to notice that there's sort of like a general sort of like Daft Punk vibe that comes out of somewhere within this sort of like this region. Like it's not too techno, it's not overly fucking emo, but at the same rate, it's something you just sort of chill out and listen to. Be like, okay. And
I was thinking Hotel California.
You know what? If you can, wait. If you can imagine in your brain, because I can't, somewhere between Hotel California and Daft Punk, like any Daft Punk, that's what you just found. That's what's happening. But
Get lucky.
But Frostmaiden, as you're dancing with this person, she leans in and says, I've noticed the winter has chosen you too. And you guys kind of spin off, and I'll leave that for a moment. Now, as that starts to happen, and everybody else is doing their stuff and things, Navakri has gone up to bed. And then, remind me again what it was that Seattle was doing?
So I was actually going to get a drink, and I wanted to try and talk to Roger.
To Roger? Okay.
Yes.
So you go up and they fill up like a cask to like drink from, and Roger kind of nodded, like notices you and nods and starts to come towards you, and then all of a sudden you hear like you hear like all these other see that kind of like turns as if like there's like 100 other things to deal with. And so what I would like you to do is roll a d10 and tell me what you get.
Four.
Okay. You hear somebody yelling. Giant treasure. Giant treasure is not nothing. Let me tell you what you should be searching. Pirate treasure. Pirate treasure is where you get the most booty for your booty. Just like sort of like a white-skinned, pale, crafted man who's just sort of laughing and slapping his hands on his hips. I know where they're pirate booty, but only those who have paid the price can be made it. Buy me more, boy. And he turns and like this little person goes over and is like, oh, you want this? Kind of. That's what you say. Do you want to do anything with that?
I do. Do I think I still would be able to talk to Roger?
Roger has disappeared from you, and you're not entirely sure. Like there might be an opportunity to do that. Maybe now, maybe later. You're not sure, but he's not there.
Yeah. It wouldn't even necessarily have to be tonight.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go see the pirate.
Well, and so I should say he's not a pirate.
He's a
just
pirate.
Like an old withered man. I mean, he is, and he's just sort of like, why do you come talk to me, young Grayskin? Yes, lady. Maybe you're looking for my Jolly Roger.
I can't help but notice you weren't being exactly quiet, and you talk about pirate booty as something that is the real treasure. I assume that you won't be taking any adventures yourself, but information like that to those who are capable might prove valuable.
So this sort of aged barnacle figure stops and thinks for a minute and says, "Who are you calling old? But you're right. My bones not be ready for the treasure seeking they used to. These cold waters don't bring the same treasure. You know what? I'm telling you too much. I'll tell you this. Off the coast of Bremen, a treasure ship. A pirate treasure ship is to be found. But nothing good came of that crew. And if any of that crew still lies or has come to shore, I'm sure nothing good has come. Nothing good has come to the taverns of Bremen. Lest they still be there, know what I mean. And if you don't, I don't want to talk to you. I told you enough. Boy, bring me back right, leave now. Like, gets up, it's sort of like ka-clock. This little boy's like, but I just got to you, I didn't. Shut up, one more thing.
I'll take that, son.
But he paid for it.
He said he's leaving it.
Good. I mean, you're a jerk. All right.
I thought he was leaving like the whole place.
No. This is fine. This is fine.
If he's still staying, it's just like, all right. But if it's like, I thought he was storming out of like the whole place because he's just like upset, and it's like, hey, if that thing's gonna go to waste, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, no. And I was just fucking with you. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
You get a free pint. Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah. So that's, I mean, what else is happening? And also, Daryl, I feel you hear about that. You hear about this, and there's Zahir has this slight tinge of like, what? But that's about it. That's all you get out of it. Anybody else? So Navakra, you went to bed. Ziava, you talked about pirates. Hrothgar, getting hit on. Daryl B, you're doing his. And Loki, what are you doing right now? Because you had said you were going to do something.
Sneaking away, investigating the meteorite.
All right, so do me a favor. As you kind of like, you maneuver your way towards one of the several doors in the back, because there's like 5 or 6 or 7 doors to get to the back side of the meteorite. And hold on, I just want to show you. We're not going to actually, but you guys are right here, like this main hall area, right? And then there's this sort of T-bone back section where all these doors go to that you can see. And that's where kind of Roger disappeared to. Came back from and disappeared to again. And as you get back there, I want you to give me a perception check. With an 18, couple things are going to happen. The first is the DM has to take a pause for another bio break. Ah, nailed it!
How classy.
When I come back, your shit's going to go down. Be right back.
Not the weird shit's going to go down, that's why you're leaving.
Hey-o.
I'm starting to have problems with my eyes. Long day.
You're playing your character well,
Master role player right here.
right? You get into the character. We can't let Novakri actually die now. Shit.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Loki, you see a brightly bald head with these gleaming green eyes staring directly at you, coming out of the crowd, and with this loud, thunderous voice says, Loki! And with that, I want everybody who's not TJ to mute me.
I'll just go
I'm sorry.
to private.
No. I'm not going to private channel because everyone's going to see Loki talk, but no one's going to see what I say.
Oh, okay, I'll let them know when to unmute you, I guess.
Yep.
One moment. Okay.
Is he talking? Oh, he's in. Okay, gotcha. But you have not muted you. Try to disconnect myself.
Right click on the name.
There we go. There. Fucking muted. Brilliant. Immensely coolness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Turn. Okay. I guess everyone can unmute Tom now. Okay. I didn't.
Big fan.
Yeah.
What I'll say is that during that, you saw Loki, anyone who was still down on the floor. Valkyrie, no. Ziana, maybe. But everybody else, well, Hrothgar, maybe. Everybody else saw Loki walk towards like an empty table, as if somebody was there, and then start to engage with that person, and then turn around as if like something was right behind him. And as he turned back, he was like, huh. And then that was that.
He's off his meds again, guys.
Well, okay.
And so as you guys are kind of dealing with this, who is still downstairs right now?
Ziada
I believe I
is.
saw them.
So, well, Hrothgar, you're
Fucking get to work then.
And Hrothgar, you find out that the person you're dancing with, her name is Ysel, Y-S-E-L-L, Ysel. And she is a guide for people looking to travel into the wilderness of the Dales. And she's actually quite good at it. But and if you guys ever need some help, she's willing to assist with that. And as she's telling you this, she just sort of like is like gazing into your eyes and is just like, something about you I find so akin to myself. I don't know what it is. That's enough. And she like claps. She's like, fucking call me, and like walks away. And then, as she's telling you this, she looks, she's just sort of like is like gazing into your eyes and is just like, something about you. I find so akin to myself. I don't know what it is. That's enough. And she like claps. She's like, fucking call me, and like walks away. And then, as she's telling you this, she looks, she's like fucking call me, and like walks away. but everybody else is downstairs. What do you do?
So if I don't see Roger or anything, and if we're not really doing much else, drink a little bit more, and then probably all right, good. Probably start heading to get a long rest as well.
Well, that's interesting you say that, because as all right, so you tell stories. Do me a favor, roll a d10. Roll a d10.
All right, I'm staying.
No, I'm sorry. Daryl, roll a d10.
No, I'm just saying I'm staying for the stories.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
The giant moose, we killed it. Huzzah!
No, I mean like roll a d10 and tell me what you get.
Long rest it is.
No.
Did you unmute Tom yet?
Did.
I don't think you did.
Are you hearing him?
Barely hear him though.
Oh, you might want to right-click on his name and change the volume then.
User volume is max.
Can someone else tell him to roll a d10 then?
Yeah, because
I'm
Tom
getting
is
disaster. I hear you fine.
Tom is
I can hear him mumbling in the background.
Tom's asking you to roll a d10.
I will happily do that. My character will die.
Well,
4, brilliant. Can't hear Tom. What's going on?
And
That's
so
weird.
maybe somebody.
See, your volume is max. His volume is max. Should be the same. TJ Cass is muted. Who's that?
that's just TJ.
That's me.
Okay.
I'm not sure why.
I can
You
see
wouldn't be able to
you
hear
might
him.
have to talk. Oh, now Tom's muted for some reason. Now he's unmuted. Nope, not hearing him at all.
La 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 la.
Okay.
I heard that.
Oh, nice. Okay. So what?
He says something like, nope.
Can you hear me now? Yes. Maybe. Yes.
I can, but
I'll need to translate
Daryl
for
can't.
Tom. That'll be fine.
Alright.
Okay.
I like to think that Daryl can hear him, but he's doing a really good job at acting.
Yes, I have been doing that. Nope, I'm not dead. Didn't die. I'm fine.
Not dead.
Is that you rolled a 1? I rolled a 20. Perfect.
Alright. So
That I heard. It was Anderson, right? Okay.
what he picks up on.
I see Tom's name lighting up. It's just pretty.
All right,
Yeah, so I'll translate it for you.
All right, fantastic.
What he hears.
I probably should just stay drunk and not show up for the game.
This is amazing.
So what he hears are
Fucking brought me.
All right, somebody tell us.
I'm gonna go back in my Pokeball and get drunk. How's that sound?
Alright, so when you see him light up, hold on.
Okay.
What he hears is that recently, within the
Talking was like
last
fart.
what he hears is that recently, within the last 3 or 4 nights, a comet has crashed to Earth somewhere within the northern lands, and that there have been several instances of people saying, like, being plagued by bad dreams from them. He hears people talking.
Okay, so you hear people talking about a comet that landed somewhere in, was it Northwindale? And people have been having bad dreams, maybe because of it.
And I would like everybody in the party.
In that case, I will go find this comment. The comment? Comet. I'll find this comment. Improve their dreams.
Everybody in the party, give me a wisdom.
The dream improver.
Wisdom? Wisdom check, you said?
Everybody give me a wisdom.
Oh, I'll do it.
Wisdom.
It's gonna be I'm gonna roll $1 million right now. That was amazing for me, actually.
Well, what's
With a
amazing
-2,
is
yeah.
that both Loki and Zahir recognize that the things that you guys found in the basket that was thrown by Gad are not of this world.
I knew that.
Well,
That's why I picked them up in the first place.
And as you guys are sort of like,
Whoa, is that Tom?
yeah, I'm here. Yeah, is that me?
I absolutely heard you 100% right now.
Okay, cool, awesome.
You different. What did you change?
As you guys are ruminating about this, Roger comes back out from the backside of you, and he makes a proclamation, and he says, "Peoples of Goodmead, Kendrick Weaselbarrow has died of wounds delivered by the very creatures that these heroes have dispatched. But we need a new speaker. We need to pick a leader so that Goodmead can continue to prosper. Tonight we rest, and we invite these heroes to rest on our laurels what they have done. But tomorrow we invite these heroes to stay and earn the accolades for what they have brought our town and all of the town. We must find a new speaker." And everyone's like, "Wah! Yeah!" So, as this is going on, who is still downstairs in the meeting room? I know Novakli else is still downstairs.
Well, I'm downstairs. I am the dream improver.
yeah, I think everyone else is down there.
Right. Are you guys hanging out together, or are you all separate?
It depends if everyone is wandered off at this point. Because I once I saw the pirate, I would have kind of been hanging out, and if everyone was all set and kind of gathering around, cool. I don't know if Hrothgar's still chasing his lady friend, or if Zahir is just confused.
I'm just confused and yelling, drunk, and going to the bathroom where I'm standing.
So
Right back.
are on their own deck. I imagine that Diata is, yelling his way towards throwing up in the bathroom. And so that leaves Loki and Diata on the floor. So are you guys kind of hanging out together? Not hanging out together?
Still not really sure what happened with the experience beforehand, but I was still wanted to go check out the rest of the meadery.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that like you're right. So like you had that experience, other people were doing their things, and you kind of came, I'm not going to say came to, because you were cognizant during all of it. You recognize that people were kind of off doing their own thing, and this is. I mean, you realize some people were being very drunk, some people were, engaging in potential like carnal atmospheres, and then some people were just like Theater were like, how do these doors work and how do we get them back? And so you kind of like worked your way back towards her, and as you were doing that, you came up to Ziada, and Ziada kind of turned to you, thinking like somebody's like spying on me or something, and you're like, no, let me help. And as the two of you are kind of like starting to look at this door that leads into the back of the meeting, both of you feel like the lightest and not threatening tap on your shoulders. What do you do?
I feel that.
Who got tapped? I stepped away for a second.
No problem. So it was Ziada and
Loki. I mean, turn to see what.
All right. So you two kind of turn in unison in that sort of like don't judge us kind of phase, and you see a kind of like a frumpy dwarf female. Like she's not she's not beautiful, but she doesn't like try to like extenuate what's going on. She's not like she like hair's kind of braided. She doesn't have a beard, but at the same rate, she also has some chin hair that she keeps tucked in because she knows that like not everyone's a dwarf and that kind of thing. She's got kind of like a smock / like leather jerkin outfit on. And she says, "Adventurers, I thank you for what you've done to sort of preserve Goodmead and what Goodmead is. But Goodmead's prosperity means it needs good leadership. And I have a question for you, but it's a little tricky. What say you?"
I'm like standing there like JP from Grandma's Boy, being like, how are they seeing me? I keep being seen, and I don't understand.
I just imagine you just sitting on the seat, or just like standing next to the seat with like your collar kind of popped now, just being like, how can they see me?
How can they see me with this frock? This frock is invisible.
So as she says that, Ziada says, well, if you have a question, ask it.
So she sighs and she says, "Adventurers, I apologize, but with Speaker Rieselbarrow's death, the town seeks a new speaker, and many of them say that I should be the speaker, but I am unsure that is a role that I should be. I'm more convinced that maybe this is something that one of your party is more akin to, with your leadership and your daring and your bravado and whatnot. I'm concerned that should I step into this role, I will be nothing more than a contemporary of people who should actually be in the midst. And like as you do that, I would like both Ziada and Loki to give me a perception check. Alright, Ziada, you don't pick up on it, but Loki, you hear other people like in response to what Olavessa is saying. Going like, no, you'd be a great speaker. You know what you're talking about. You'd be amazing. You're amazing. You're part of the people. You speak to the people. You should can do this. And like you see her kind of like blush and be like, no, that's not it.
So, I think I know why I didn't notice. Because I immediately just accept her offer. I just go, yes, well, if you feel that way, I believe it would be better for me to take the position as a speaker.
All right, and so if you say that, Ola Vesa kind of looks at you and is like, oh my goodness, really? You would want to take over the mantle of like governorship of this town of Goodmead? Like, is that something really that you're looking to do?
Yes, but I would still need someone here who would be able to run things because I have things I must take care of as well. But I need someone with our name behind them running things.
Okay. As you say that, Ola Vesa is like, everyone, do you hear this? One of the heroes of... What is your name? Like, do you guys have a group name or no?
I'm still going Ziada and the Z Fighters.
I mean, I love it, but I'm not gonna say that.
Fine with
Ziada and Zahir and Z Fighters.
Well, see, that's why it also
It's
goes.
Z&Z Music Factory.
It goes well with the Z Fighters. We can always back up and say it's like if either of us dies, we have a backup. That's who the Z Fighters are led by or something. So we always have that backup in the.
Impartial to the Z&Z Music Factory.
I mean, like this can't be one or two people. Like, what is everyone saying?
I really
we
am
all-
indifferent.
We all change our name to Z names.
Z Fighters.
And just all our names and Z Fighters. But we specify all our names and then say Z Fighters.
My name is Chris. I'm part of this.
Chris, the Z Fighter.
Low-key.
We just all ended up getting this. We earned the title.
Wait. So what I'm gonna do as the DM is I'm gonna say this. As you guys start to like debate this for whoever is still awake, Ola Vesa is just like, oh, this could be so good. Instead of me, it could be one of you. Because I'm just not sure I'm ready for the mantle of this. And you are clearly heroes. And as that happens, this other voice strikes up. This dark-haired, sort of like mustached dwarf from across and says, Ola Vesa, I hear you're looking to get out of this race. Race for speakership. Yeah, you're looking to choose these outsiders. These people don't care for Goodmead. They're not Goodmeaders through and through.
Okay, when did Arnie get here?
You like chuckle and he looks at you and says, they laugh at our sorrows, they laugh at our joys. Leaders can count on each other.
Who could you count on to take care of the issue of the verbeegs?
Shut up.
Really, shut up now.
I'm sorry.
Good. That's what we want a leader.
Yeah, but he says, I can count on my neighbors when things are rough. We count on these heroes. Outsiders, I say, nay. And as he says that, like you see that, like the populace inside the eatery, like it's kind of 50-50. Some are like, oh, the mayor says it's cool, and then other people are like, no, this guy says it. Shandar says it's totally business, so we can do this. And so I think what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna pause, and kind of a Cliffy, Cliff.
Oh, I'm also the Cliffy.
I know you are. You're a fucking
Cliffy Clavin.
You're a
Did it all
Chris
Cliffy.
man. But anyways, Cliff Clavin says we'll pick this up next week. However, no one is dead, but nobody is healed, and we'll see what happened.
I'm in the process.
Awesome, man.
All right. Good stuff, everybody.
Thank you, Tom. Great job.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Before everybody leaves, I have a question because we talked about this last week, and I'm happy to go either way. Do we want to continue with like grappling being completely a big suckfest for everybody, or do we want to give grappling anyone who fails a grapple check and is grappled disadvantage on what they want to do? What do we think with that?
I think
Sounds good.
the attacker can get the attacker can get advantage because they're grabbing onto them. But I don't see how the penalty for being grappled is just 0 movement for the person being grappled.
Okay. And again, like
Yeah, that is something that kind of gives at least a little bit, without being ridiculous.
It gives a penalty, right? Like it gives a penalty because you can't pay. I just think that like grappling should have more of a sufficient like negative that goes with it. But
Like
at the same time, I don't want like this is 5th edition, and I don't want to impose that because we didn't start the game with that without getting everyone's buy-in. That's all.
Well, when I think of grappling, I think of like just grabbing someone by the shirt or something like that, just having a sense of control, and that's about it. And that's why it's only movement-wise. But like in the scenario where a giant picks you up and I'm off the ground and in his hand and in the air, that doesn't sound like being grappled anymore. That sounds like you're restrained, like you're up in the air, and then that'd be like a whole new condition.
Okay. So let me ask you this: would you guys be willing, with that consideration, to say that like if a giant grabs somebody, that there would be an additional caveat that goes to the grappling condition? And if you don't, I mean you don't. But
I'm good with that.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that, like, how TJ just described it, I agree with him. Like the concept when I was going through a bunch of, like, chapters about, like, what the ogre could do, I wanted to make, like, a unique thing, and at the end of it, it didn't work out. Nothing happened, and unfortunately, you guys, I take that back. Fortunately, you guys were, like, stabby, kill, and then you died. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. But I thought it was an interesting thing that something that was bigger than you with, like, a crazy strength could just grab and like throw you and do something with it, but that you were being thrown as like an unwieldy weapon with X, Y, and Z. And so I would prefer you guys to weigh in with that and let me know, as opposed to me just being this is what happens, unless like if the adventure says this is a creature, we've designed this creature, this is what happens, then okay, so be it. But I was just trying to do something that was a little different within the rules. And if we don't want to do that, that's fine. That's what I'll shoot for. So.
Yeah, I think
the dog on the fight. I'm good with whatever.
I think it's
run,
something
man. I'm good
where
with
TJ, it's like they have to be like 2 sizes bigger, right, to do that or something.
Yeah, like the ogre could throw me, but not the medium people.
Right, yeah.
Or it wouldn't be as
the ogre could slap somebody that was medium, but you couldn't pick them up. Kind of thing.
Right, like that would be a grapple condition, but because I'm like 2 sizes smaller,
That
and he
becomes
picks me up,
restrained, yeah.
I'm in his hand and everything, and that. Do you really consider that a grapple if you can just pick someone up like off the ground and whatnot? So like I understand like.
I'm thinking grapple in the sense
What
of
else do you call it?
classic Jack and the Beanstalk kind of thing. You know, like it's like anybody who's ever done grappling before, we think of grappling as like being like fully locked up with somebody. But if we're talking like 2 sizes above somebody, I feel there should be some benefit that goes.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is
Yeah, that's very
I
close
can't
to
even
restrained.
I can't even enter a like I can't initiate a grapple with an ogre because you can't go 2 sizes up. Like if there's a huge creature, no one else in the party could do that. Like
Right, and then he walks around like
I
you're
guess what I'm
trying.
saying is that like if the ogre were to like grab you and try to squeeze you in his hand and something, like if a creature that was of large size or bigger had something that was like, if you reach out and touch somebody, this is the result of that attack. Okay. But like if the ogre or whatever, something large or bigger, reached out to try to begin a touch attack or a grapple attack, what would you do? my thought is that like they should have like an advantage, or you as the player who's stuck in that should have disadvantage kind of thing. That was my thought process. And if we don't like this, that's fine. I mean, you're playing literally the only small character right now, so you're the one.
No, just look into restrained, and I think it has everything that you were intending.
Okay,
Like disadvantage. If I have disadvantage,
I love it.
And again, like if that's what we're rolling with, then so be it. So that's fine. It was just, I know that I like to play like a little looser with the rules when it comes to 5e or any system really, just to sort of make situations that much more interesting. But at the same rate, I don't want to do that at the cost of people having fun. So that's why I wanted to bring this up again this time. So anyways, yeah, so lots of weird shit happened, and we will pick this up again next week. All right?
Cool deal.
I'll be there 2 hours
Thanks, Tom.
later. Awesome.
sounds good.
All right.
Thanks,
guys.
Tom.
Come on, guys. Take care. Bye.
No problems, everybody. I hope everyone's having fun. Later.
All right.